Hello and welcome to another episode of Lexx Education. It's the comedy science podcast where comedian me, Laura Lexx, tries to learn science from her normal, nerdy younger brother, Ron.
Hello, I'm Ron.
Hi, Ron. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm alright, thanks. How are you doing?
I'm good. Why do you have a filter on that gives you our mother's hair?
It's fun, isn't it? You were 2 minutes late and I got bored, so...
Yeah, sorry about that. We had a small incident downstairs where our bathroom lights were on. They've been a bit of a saga recently. I'm sure you noticed it when you visited. You put them on, they flicker about a bit. You have to really settle them to get them right. It was annoying.
Yeah.
So today I went to get a new light bulb. Well, 7 new light bulbs and changed them all over. So I did that. It went very smoothly. And then I rang Agony Dad and I said, Dad, say I wanted the extractor fan to come on with the right-hand dimmer switch, not the left-hand dimmer switch. How would I make that work? Dad explained it to me. It worked perfectly. I put the thing back in the wall. It stopped working and I think I've broken the whole thing.
Oh, and is that what you have to go sort out when you go downstairs?
No, I've managed to get it so that all the lights now work on the left-hand dimmer switch and the extractor fan is the only thing on the right-hand dimmer switch. But
Is that what you wanted?
No. I wanted the right-hand lights to come on with the right-hand dimmer switch and the extractor fan and the left-hand ones with the left switch. What's annoying now is, the plastic casing that keeps the lights, that is the light switch, just trying to get that back in the wall, and suddenly the wires are 4 times fatter than they were before. And you're crushing it back in, but it feels like the thread on the screw isn't long enough to get to the thread holder thing. And I've got really sore shoulders at the moment, really, really painful shoulders all the time. And because I'm so short, everything involves me being like a little cat on a coat hanger, and everything hurts me.
It's bad being you.
Well, here's the thing, Ron. I don't usually mind being short. It's absolutely fine. And I'm not really...
You're going to say I don't usually mind being me.
Oh, I always mind being me. Horrible.
But being short isn't one of your least favourite bits.
No, it's fine. I don't really think about it most of the time. But at the moment, I'm not physically very well at the moment. And lots of stuff are going wrong with my body. And so because I'm having all this shoulder pain and joint pain, it's really pointing out to me how we have to build the world to vaguely average-sized things, to suit most people. So when you're not within that bracket, you just have extra pain. Because, to even use my worktops, my shoulders are a bit up. To reach anything, my shoulders are kind of up. And everything just involves my shoulders being not where shoulders are supposed to be. And while they're just sort of agony and kicking off all the time, it's horrible.
I read an interesting book about this called Invisible Women.
Caroline Criado Perez.
Yeah. Have you read it?
No, but I've listened to chunks of it and interviews with her, seatbelts and stuff like that.
Yeah, and just how women are always left out of the data sets when things are designed.
Yeah. Which, I understand if you're making things for size people, smaller people can fit in and make adjustments, whereas bigger people, physically wouldn't fit into cars designed for me. The way me and Tom have to adjust the seat to switch from driver to driver. I totally get it. I can get into his chair. He cannot get in the car the way I leave the seat. So, but then just every now and again you're like, man, I'd love to live in a kitchen that was absolutely designed for my height.
Yeah, but also, it's at the height it is because, you're not that short for a,
no, I think I'm probably 4 or 5 inches shorter than the average heighted woman, though. What's the average height of a woman? While you just ferret your cat out of your nass.
I'm sorry. She's obsessed with me at the moment.
Average height of a woman. Okay, so the average height of a woman globally is 5'3". So I'm 3 inches shorter than the average global woman.
Which just isn't that much.
No, but 3 inches is a lot for your shoulders.
Exactly. Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. You're 3 inches off the average height for a woman, and none of the world works for you.
No. In the UK, it's 5'4", so I'm 4 inches shorter than the average British woman.
Google it for a woman born in 1975, though, or whenever you were born.
Average height of a UK woman born in 1482. Oh, how does this work? It switched to 1996. I am not that young. What is this? What is this? Oh, there's too much data. What is happening? Oh God, Ron. 1986. Thank you. I've got to scroll all the way down.
Oh my Christ, this isn't worth it.
Well, it's switched to centimeters, Ron.
What does it say?
163.96. 164 centimeters.
5.38. So yeah, about 5.4.
And then it went up 0.4 of a centimetre in 10 years. By 1996, it was 0.4. Oh, God, the youth, they're so tall.
This is rough content.
Uruguay, they got really tall. Whoa, Uruguay put on 0.5 of a centimetre. Who had the biggest absolute change from 1896 to 1996? Fuck me! South Koreans got 20 centimetres taller. Shit!
Mad.
South Korea? You can't be just growing 20 centimetres in 100 years. Japan went up 16 centimetres. Man, can we do a whole episode on this on the Patreon?
On just countries
on
getting
height
taller.
Change, on people getting taller. Who didn't grow the most? Let's have a look. Oh, Madagascans. They only grew by 1.5 centimetres in the last 100 years. Oh, sorry, Madagascar. But
Might be because they were tall the whole time.
Yeah, they started 7 centimetres taller than South Korea started. This website's amazing. Who made this and why? So we could do this for our next Patreon episode. Or, Ron, what I was thinking, after the resounding success of the What's in Laura's Fridge episode that came out on Friday, we could do another episode of that called What's Left in My Fridge. And I won't do a food shop between now and the next time we record a Patreon, and we'll just see what's left.
Did people like that?
I don't know. It's not out yet at the time of recording, but I'm anticipating
okay.
No. It was mad. It was one of the maddest things we've ever done. I haven't even told Tom about it because I can't be bothered to listen to his eye roll.
He's going to hate us.
Whoa, the Philippines dipped.
Laura, close that tab.
It's so interesting though, Ron.
It's not that interesting.
It is. The Philippines had a big dip. They got up 2.5 centimetres and then it dipped down again, and they all got shorter for a while.
Yeah, there was
and now
probably
it's going
some
back
kind
up
of
again.
horrible famine.
Oh no.
Yeah, that...
Most people have had a dip and then going down again.
Right.
I can't really find anybody that's just... Oh, Malta. Malta's quite a straight line up.
When was the dip?
For who? The Philippines?
For any of them.
So the Philippines has got quite a pronounced hump. And the peak of the hump was about 1960s. And then it started to dip through the 70s.
Right. Yeah, so during the 70s, the Philippines was under a dictator called the Marcos administration.
Oh, like Imelda Marcos, like the shoe lady?
No, Ferdinand Marcos,
And what was his wife called?
left them in a debt crisis, extreme poverty and severe underemployment. This could be an episode What's with the dip?
Yeah, his wife was Imelda Marcos and she had loads of shoes.
Oh.
Yeah. I knew about
She's
something.
quite glam.
Yeah, well, I guess if you're the wife of a dictator, I mean, look at Melania. Very glam.
She is quite glam.
She had a crazy amount of shoes.
Pick another country. Let's find out what happened during their dip.
Hang on, I want to find out my shoes. Yeah, all right, I'll find another country with a dip. So it just goes to show dictatorships are bad. Nobody else has got a dip so far. I'm scrolling.
You said they all had dips.
Well, I mean, they're all dipping now. They've all had a big, strong arc and then are on a little dip now. But that's because Elon and Bezos have got all the money, so everything's stalling. Yeah, Philippines is the most pronounced there. Tuvalu's got a little mini wiggle.
When?
So, oh wait, who was that? Oh, so Tuvalu went up until the 40s and then had a little mini wiggle through the 40s and then up again through the 60s and then has been going down since.
Oh. Well, I think we know what was happening in the 40s in Tuvalu.
Yeah.
Maybe this isn't an episode.
No, maybe we should just do the podcast we know and love.
Yeah.
How are you, Ron?
I'm good. I've been not feeling my best this week. I had the thought, though, that it might be vitamin D.
Yeah, because you've moved to sleepy, rainy Brussels.
Yeah, I mean, it's generally advised in Brussels that you take vitamin D every day anyway, and I've just never done that the whole time I've lived here.
Oh, no wonder you got so sad.
Yeah. So so I got that now.
Is vitamin... No, that's iron. Do you have to take it with vitamin C to help your body absorb it and don't drink caffeine after it?
No, I was just told to take it with breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah. But I'm good. Yeah, just working. I've got a new hobby. Been taking lots of pics.
Oh, yeah, you're a photographer dude now.
Yeah. It's really fun.
I'm going to get you a small donkey for Christmas that can carry all of your photography stuff around.
I'd rather have some photography stuff for a donkey to carry because I don't really have any yet.
No, I'm going to get the donkey first and then we'll load it up buckaroo style.
Okay.
I think Judith would be so happy if I bought you a donkey.
Yeah, maybe. It would be me looking after it, though.
Maybe Gnocchi would become really close friends with the donkey.
Gnocchi becomes close friends with everyone she meets.
Not me.
No, but she's never met you.
She has met me, you fucking idiot. What are you talking about?
You never really gave her any time, though.
No, she's weird.
You just got angry that she walked around in the night.
Oh my God, she doesn't walk around in the night, though. She absolutely scampers. She was into all of the business in the flat, and she spends all day sitting under the bed going, fuck off, everybody. And then everybody's like, okay, fine, we'll go to sleep. And she's like, guys, carnival. And it's one of the most irritating things I've ever gone through.
You could have slept in the spare room.
I can't remember why I couldn't. I think when I did that, she just battered the door down. She's like, guys, there's a person in there trying to sleep. Should we go in? Should we go in there? Do you have 2 bedrooms at your new place?
No.
Oh, for God's sake. What are we going to do?
I thought you were getting like an Airbnb or something.
Yeah, Mabes. I guess we'll have to. I'm not sharing a room with that cat again.
No.
Because Child of the Podcast won't sleep through that.
I mean...
I'm going to edit this out, but while we were dealing with all that light fitting stuff, she got really annoyed that we wouldn't pay attention to us. It's just such a never-ending fucking horror show.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Oh, God, parenting is awful. The worst part is, though, I'm always a bit like, I understand.
Yeah, she gets it from you.
I've never done that.
Maybe.
No, definitely, I've never done that.
You
Anyway,
don't know that.
Ron, we got to do some science.
We do. And it's time for us to finish sugars once and for all.
All right. Glucose, fructose, galactose.
Can you remember what we were doing last time?
Reducing sugars, Ballantyne's Benedictine reagent.
Ballantyne's Benedictine reagent.
That kind of business.
That kind of business, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to close this page on the history of the Philippines.
Yeah.
Imelda Marcos, though, historical fitty.
1,000 odd pairs of shoes, which are all in a museum now as a reminder of her extravagance.
Look, when I learn about the women of history, I'm not just focusing on their shoes and how
No, but
much
it was
they
a
like
big
to gossip
thing,
and go
Ron.
shopping, Laura.
It was a
I'm
big
interested in the
deal.
men that they were attached to.
Because obviously everybody's getting 10 centimetres shorter, but she's got enough money to buy
But the shoes are
1,000
remaining the
pairs of
same
shoes.
size. The Philippines is a nation of clowns. Anywho.
There's so much to learn about in this podcast.
Yeah, we should have saved that for a history lesson.
We didn't know it was going to come, though. That's the beauty of not really planning. It happens when it happens. And sure, it means that sometimes we have to do a whole Patreon episode based on what's currently in my fridge. But that's fine, because we didn't save bangers like the height of women across a century and the dictators in charge of how tall they are. We didn't save that.
Yeah, I wonder how Franco or Francos or whatever, Ferdinand would have reacted if, like, you know, as a young man, before he's a dictator, before he knows he's going to be a dictator, if, like, we, like, portal opens in the wall, Laura and Ron bust out of it, and we point at him and like, you're going to make women shorter, you fucking idiot.
Yeah. That's a mad, impact to have on evolution, isn't it? Like, you know, we spend all this time, you know, yesterday we were, chatting about dogs and how to make a wolf and stuff like that, and, all of this stuff that's carefully. And then, basically, a few men trying to hold on to power fuck up 10 centimetres of height off a population of a country.
But you'd just as easily get those 10 centimetres back.
Yeah, sure. But that's still 10 centimetres less than they would have carried on to have. They might have been 20 centimetres, you know?
Yeah, but that's not evolution. That's nutrition.
But that's an evolvement, isn't it?
Not in the biological sense.
Oh. I don't think
You have so much to learn, little Padawan.
When we've done Ballantyne's reactant.
Okay, Laura, so we talked about the test for reducing sugars. That's Benedict's test. That's for reducing sugars. We're not going to cover it again.
Okay, so let me just gosh, we did this a long time ago. 15 days ago. So, a reducing sugar is a sugar that gains an electron.
A reducing sugar is oxidized. It reduces the other thing.
It gains an oxygen, not an electron. Okay.
Oxidation is loss. Reduction is gain.
Gains that. Okay. So reducing sugars can donate electrons. They become oxidized. Something about Benedictine. Those are the ones that you can use Benedict's reagent on.
Yep. What is Benedict's reagent?
It's a blue piece of fabric liquid. It's some blue liquid which has copper sulfate in it. Yes.
You could say it's a copper sulfate solution.
It's a copper sulfate solution. That's it. It's a copper. That's it. It's the police, and it's trying to catch reducing sugars. What is stealing people's oxygens?
No, it's not oxygens. It's electrons.
It's electrons, and it makes a fuzz. Fuzz. The fuzz is here, and becomes copper oxide, Wee wee wee.
Okay, now on to non-reducing sugars, okay?
Okay.
Basically, the test for non-reducing sugars, get this, here's the rub, we're just going to turn them into reducing sugars, okay?
Fuck off.
What?
That's silly.
Why?
I don't know.
No, it's good for you, Laura, because you only have to remember one test, really. So you got this. Ah, shit. You've done Benedict's do a sample of it. There's no reducing sugars in there. Fuck. Maybe there's non-reducing sugars. You're going to add dilute hydrochloric acid.
So
That's tummy acid, folks.
So say that again.
Right. We've got a mystery solution, okay?
Yeah, we've done Benedict, nothing happened.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we're going to add dilute hydrochloric acid. That's
Yep.
tummy acid, folks.
Okay. Yeah, I like that you did that bit again. Is that a reference to something?
Nope.
Okay. It's just a Ron original.
It's a Ron original. That's tummy acid, folks.
Do you want me to call the episode that?
No. Well, we'll see what comes up, maybe. I feel like as soon as something gets mentioned in the conversation of episode titles, you can't use that.
Yeah, I agree.
But merch, maybe. That's tummy acid, folks.
We
Anywho,
haven't done merch. We did merch so early, and then we've just never done it again.
yeah, the one time we had a fan base.
No, we've got a bigger fan base now.
Do we?
Yeah, we've definitely
We
got
have the
more.
same fan base. It's the same 12 people.
No, we have the same noisy 12 people. It's fabulous. But we have a lot of quiet people. Because when you actually look at the number of patrons that we have, it's a lot of people
We could make bespoke merch
for each
people.
listener.
Yeah, and we could get... When are you making these tea towels, Lauren? That's bespoke merch.
Look, the tea towel stuff is around somewhere in my now I didn't see it when I tidied the office again.
Oh, you've rotated.
Yeah.
That's nice. But you're a lot further away from the wall than you used to be.
Yeah, because I think part of what I didn't like was that I was so close in, like a little nested bird, and I didn't like that. So I wanted a bit more space back here.
Is the space going to get filled with rubble?
It hasn't so far, and I even knocked the bin over and picked it back up again.
Oh, well
Your
done.
chair's here, though. That's annoying.
Yeah.
I've got this basket on my desk now for rubble.
Hang on. I don't want that to be called my chair.
What
I
is your
gave you a
chair?
free chair. You don't use it.
Well, but when we record here, that's your chair.
Fair enough. Okay, Laura. You had...
It's not a derogatory thing to say it's your chair.
I'm used to things being loaded and poisonous from you, so I thought that you would sort of like, and your chair's taking up my space.
Ron, if I wanted to do that, I would do that about the guitar, the million
Dad's guitar?
stack of asterisk books.
That you asked for.
I did not fucking ask for them, Ron.
You wanted to read them.
I did not.
Give that stuff to Mum and Dad. It's Mum and Dad's. That's dummy acid, folks.
I don't think it is Mum and Dad's.
It's literally Dad's guitar.
I don't think he wants it. He just wants to know it's safe.
Yeah, but I think he wants it. It was from his dad.
Yeah. Does he want it then?
Yeah, he was upset when he thought you'd lost it.
How the fuck could I have lost it? I'm not even meant to have it.
You got it, though.
If anyone lost it, it's you.
But I haven't lost it.
No, I've kept it.
Yeah.
You're the worst, Burr.
Look, you were born in the 80s, so you get a house. I don't get a house. Where am I supposed to keep
You earn more
it?
money than me. You could have bought a house in any of this time you've been filly-faddling around.
That's not true, Laura. I've been spending all that money on rent.
Well, why? Why did you rent such an expensive place? You should have rented very cheaply like I did so you could buy a house.
I didn't.
Cut back on some of those avocado coffees, man.
You are a boomer.
Yeah.
Laura, you add dilute hydrochloric acid. That's
Ugh.
tummy acid, folks.
We We were looking around a primary school for Child of the Podcast the other day, and they had a dog there called Boomer. And I quipped to the other potential parents, he's called Boomer because he's got 3 houses and hates vegans. And nobody laughed. Now, Child of the Podcast can't go to that school. All
Did everyone else there have lots of houses?
Yeah, probably. All the primary schools we've looked round on have a dog on payroll.
That's interesting.
On the staff wallboards, they all have dogs there.
It's like a therapy dog.
Yeah, the dogs just come in 1 day a week to help people out. I wish I'd gone to school with a dog. It was so...
Yeah.
Do you think it's still as good at those schools when there's a dog in the playground? Or are they just like, yeah, we have one that works here?
What do you mean when there's a dog in the playground?
Like when a dog would get in the playground at school and everyone would be like, whoa! And you'd all be at the windows and they'd be like, sit down. You'd be like, oh, fucking dog in the playground. Can't possibly concentrate. And then some teachers would have to go out and try and corner the dog and get it. But the dog's obviously like, wants nothing of it. Oh, fantastic days.
Don't know if that ever happened.
What?
To me.
How?
One time there was a guy called Nigel who used to be in the park over the fence and he'd try and talk to the kids.
No, that's different to a dog being in the playground. Yeah, that's very different. The dog was never.
My
in a
friend
playground.
Jake named his RuneScape character after Nigel.
I remember Jake. He was the one you used to play the penguin game with.
Club Penguin, yeah.
House of Penguins, yeah.
Anyway, Laura,
Yeah.
you had dilute
Funny Club
hydrochloric
Penguins
acid.
named after 2 chocolate
That's
bars.
tummy acid, folks.
You had tummy acid.
You add it to the sample. You heat that in a water bath. And you bring it to a rolling boil.
Okay.
Take it off the boil. Neutralize the acid. You're adding sodium hydrogen carbonate.
Add sodium hydrogen carbonate. Gosh. You have to have a lot of stuff to hand.
Then you're going to double check that that's been neutralized enough. You're going to use something like litmus paper. Add more sodium hydrogen carbonate if you need to. Things
Okay.
need to be slightly alkaline for the next test.
Okay. Okay.
Then, Laura, here's the rub. You do Benedict's test again.
Boom!
So, Laura, use that mighty, mighty brain. What does the first part of this test do?
Let me have a look. So, when you put in the dilute hydrochloric acid bit,
Dilute?
yeah, when you put in the dilute hydrochloric, what that bit?
That's tummy acid, folks.
Do you talk about that bit?
Yeah, what's that doing?
That is making a hydroxyl group
Why?
to change the structure of the sugars.
From what to what?
Left-handed chirality to right-handed chirality.
No, from non-reducing sugars to reducing sugars, because Benedict's test is a test for reducing sugars, isn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah. So we're just finding a way to convert our non-reducing
Oh, is
sugars.
that all the question was? I
Oh,
thought you
yeah,
told me
it was
that
what-
was what- I thought you'd already
yeah.
told me that's what we were doing.
Nope.
I'm sure you did.
Maybe I did.
Why do we care if they're reducing or non-reducing sugars?
Because Benedict's test works or it doesn't.
But why would you ever have a sugar and need to know?
To see if there's sugar in it.
But it has got sugar. It's got
Not
it's
right.
got sugar
Okay.
whether it reduces or not.
Yeah, but you have to be able to test for if there's sugar there at all.
Why?
In case you need to know if there's sugar there.
So this whole thing is not to test if we've got reducing sugars specifically. It's to test if there's sugar. But it
Well,
only works
if
with one
you
type of
added
sugar.
dilute hydrochloric acid, that's tummy acid, folks. And then heated it in a water bath, and then neutralized it, and then you did Benedict's test. But the Benedict's test that you did before didn't work. Then there were non-reducing sugars. So yes, you can use this for that.
Well, you're not answering my questions.
What was your question?
When you use Benedict's test, you're not necessarily testing for a reducing sugar. You're testing for sugar.
No, you're testing for reducing sugars.
Why?
Because it only works with reducing sugars.
But why are we testing for non-reducing sugars? Why do we need to know if the sugar reduces? Or are we testing for sugar in general, but the only way to test for sugar in general is to test for reducing sugars, so therefore that's why we're testing for reducing sugars?
Both.
Why do you make everything so difficult? So this is a sugar test that happens to also be a reducing sugar test because it has to be.
Sure. I don't understand the distinction between those two things.
What I'm saying is there going to be a world where it's like we need a reducing sugar? Or is it just we need sugar? Why would we be looking for presence of reducing sugars? We're not. We're looking for the presence of sugars, but the only thing we know to look for is reducing sugars.
Maybe.
Okay.
I don't get what the distinction is in your brain.
I just wonder what the fucking point of all this is.
Laura, how many fucking times do I have to say, don't pull that thread? But there's no point to any of this.
But at some point, you'll pose a seemingly innocent question and you'll say, use that big, enormous brain of yours and try and work out how we do this. And I'll stare at you blankly and I won't know the answer. And then you'll go, the Benedict solution. You knew that this was for a situation who is sugary sugar looking. And then I'll be like, oh, I never really understood why we were talking about all that reducing Benedict stuff. And you'll say, because we were doing it to find out if sugars are present, which if you could logically connect A to B once in your miserable glizzy-filled life, then you would know is important for X, Y, and Z. That's why I sometimes need to pull that thread.
But Laura, in that example you've given, where you've done a spot-on impression of me...
This fucking cat, man.
Say that again.
This fucking cat is driving me insane.
That wasn't the cat, that was all me.
Oh.
In that impression you've just done, where you've done a great impression of me, I've given you all of the information to answer that. You know that Benedict's reagent tests for reducing sugars, or just sugars in general if you do the other bit. So, I'm still right, even in that. And also, I don't know why you're making me out to be the villain, because I've tried to big you up and say you've got an enormous roaring brain.
You haven't tried to big me up, and you know you haven't. That's not bigging.
Would you rather I was like, Laura, strain that shrimp brain?
At least, but that is what you're saying. You're just saying it via spite.
I don't deal in spite.
You do. You just do it in your passag way.
I'm pretty ag more often.
Yeah, you're rude.
Okay, Laura, we're going to test for starch now.
Okay.
Starch is easy, okay?
I feel like we talked about this before.
We've done all of this before. Remember when we did the beginning of A-level before?
It's probably a good job we're doing it again.
Yeah. Starch, you just add iodine.
Yeah. And if the iodine goes brown, there's starch present.
No, if the iodine goes blue-black, there's starch present. Iodine is brown in general.
Okay, yeah. Okay, I can do that. Iodine, why do you put iodine on wounds?
It's a antiseptic.
We had to spray some on younger sister of the podcast's dog's face when I was there last time.
Because your kid shit on it or something?
No, I don't know. It went in a bush. It did a dog thing.
Meg's dogs are often bleeding.
Yeah, they're so, like, animally.
Violent. Is that why you were thinking about dogs being wolves?
No, I was just walking my dogs at the time. And I'm listening to another one of those books about, like, ancient times people. And they've sort of tamed a wolf pup. And so I was thinking about wolf and dog evolution.
Fair. Well, I think it's an interesting question because we actually don't know.
Do you want to tell the listener what the question was?
No, I wasn't talking about.
What are we talking about then? Starch? Iodine?
No. I just mean as in,
Dogs?
like, I was just going to say that we don't really know how dogs and.
Yeah, but I don't think you can
Guys.
say the sentence, it's an interesting question because we don't really know, and not tell them what we were talking about.
Well, you tell them. It was your question.
I said to Ron, could you breed dogs back into wolves?
Well, you said if you got two dogs, any two dogs, and then bred them enough, could you get back to wolves? And I said yes and no.
The more I thought about it, though, you couldn't do it just from two dogs.
No, that's too much for a genetic bottleneck.
Yeah. But if you just used an endless supply of dogs and tried to breed yourself back to a wolf.
Again, yes and no.
Yeah, because there's no such thing as a wolf.
There's no such thing as a wolf. A wolf is not a packeted up wolfy thing. Anyway. Laura, that's carbohydrates, okay?
That's carbohydrates, Mike.
So next week, which for you transpires to 8 a.m. tomorrow.
Yes. Actually, I don't know if it is next week, Ron. I think, hang on a minute, for the listener, they've got a history in between. They have, Ron. They've got a history lesson in between as a nice palate cleanser. Then it's the week after, and then it's Christmas specials.
All right. So, Laura, what are the monosaccharides? What are the monomers?
Fructose, glucose, galactose.
What are the disaccharides?
Maltose, lactose. Malta, Latvia, and an overseas sucrose.
Beautiful. What are the polymers?
Glycogen, Tony starch, amylase, and amylactase or something. Amylin.
Amylopectin.
Amylopectin. I knew it was another Amy.
Yeah. What's the bond called between two
Why are
monosaccharides?
we doing a quiz? I thought a quiz was next time.
This is revision.
Oh. What's the what?
I'm trying to help and be nice. What's the bond called?
Between two polysaccharides.
Monosaccharides. Like the bond between two amino acids is called a peptide bond. When it's in carbohydrates, it's called a...
Hydroxyl group.
It's no. You know what's a hydroxyl group?
An OH.
This is where
An
I
OH
get cross because this is just saying stuff. Because
An OH.
yeah. So why have you said that?
Because it's all like a picture.
Yeah, but don't
A peptide.
rev that shrimp.
Peptide.
No, that's what I just said is the one between two amino acids.
Golly gosh. I don't know.
Glycosidic bond.
Glycosidic bond.
Like Sid from Toy Story.
No, I was thinking more of Sid from Ice Age. Glycosidic sloth, because a glycosidic sloth makes bonds between Manny, the melancholy mammoth, and I heard not 2 hours ago, the saber-toothed tiger. Sid makes
Clooney.
bonds. Glycosid make bonds. No, it's not George Clooney.
Isn't it?
No, it's I can't remember his name. It's a European name, and he was in ER.
Wasn't Clooney in it?
No, it was. Oh, what's his name? It's like Luca something or other.
God, Ice Age came out in 2002.
Diego, that's what he's called.
Diego's by Dennis Leary.
Oh. Maybe that's not who I'm thinking of then.
Certainly
No, yeah,
isn't.
it's
His
Diego.
name's Dennis Leary. I always thought that was Clooney. Dennis Leary's a wiry sort of guy.
Who am I thinking of
He
then?
looks kind of like a bog mummy.
Ice Age. Cast. How did we get here?
Glycosidic.
Yeah, Sid the
Jack Black's in Ice Age?
Goran Viznik. That's who I'm thinking of. He was the voice of Soto, who was like the chief saber-toothed tiger.
Oh, and Jack Black's one of the saber-toothed tigers as well.
Huh. Wow. That's a small role for him.
In 2002, though?
I don't know.
No. Jane Krakowski's in it.
What? Who's Jane Krakowski?
Rachel.
Alan Tudyk. Is there a voice Alan Tudyk hasn't done? Who's Rachel from Ice Age?
Rachel from Ice Age is one of the sexy sloths.
Oh, okay. Oh, well done, Jane. Oh, God, the animation is bad, isn't it?
And hang on, I'm sending you a picture.
It might be one of the ones I'm already looking at. Wow.
Everyone's got to admit you'd risk it all for Rachel.
Risking It All for Rachel, I do believe, is a film.
Wow, lots of these sexy sloths in the Ice Age wiki. I'm looking at Sylvia, Rose, Francine,
Why are there so many sexy sloths?
Eunice.
I don't remember there being this many.
There's so many.
Is Ice Age going to come up in the quiz?
No, let me close this. I love Jane Krakowski.
Yeah.
What's the difference between alpha glucose and beta glucose?
I'm leaving that in the edit, Ron. What's the question?
What's alpha glucose? What's the difference between alpha glucose and beta? What's the difference between alpha glucose and beta glucose? What's the difference between alpha glucose and beta glucose structurally? And then what's the difference between them vibes-wise?
I've got no idea. I don't remember doing this at all. Oh, beta glucose forms cellulose. Alpha glucose is the one that like makes up plant stuff. No, other way around. Beta glucose goes on to be plants. Alpha glucose more like people's sugar.
Yep. So alpha glucose is sugar, is like starch and glycogen. What about beta glucose is cellulose? Yep. What's the difference structurally?
Is it the chirality?
It is chirality. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the test for reducing sugar?
Benedict solution.
It's the very common name Benedict. Long for Ben.
That is pretty much what I said.
No, you've been getting it wrong. What's the test for non-reducing sugars?
Well, basically, Benedict solution plus some extra steps at the beginning.
Plus what?
Put it in your tummy, boil it.
That's tummy acid, folks.
Boil it, mash it, stick it in a stew, take it off the rolling boil, add something else, test it.
All right, Laura. Well, we'll still have some past paper questions in 2 weeks' time. But for you, 8 a.m. early exam.
Okay. All right, Ron. Thanks for listening, everyone. We need to do a thank you, Ron. We've got a new patron that we haven't thanked properly.
Rum, ba-da-rum. Ah.
Ooh, that was emotional, wasn't it? We like to thank Alice. Alice! We don't normally do surnames. I started to add a surname then. She's not called Alice. She's just called Alice. Hello, Alice. Thank you very much for becoming a patron. Ron, what's Alice's job?
Alice's job is Alice has an alter ego. She's Benedict. It's her test. And she knows the difference between a reducing sugar and a non-reducing sugar, and she knows the secret that no one else knows, which is why you might care.
Alice is the M to science's MI5. The sneakster at the top of the tree that understands why things are being done, and we're just the peons, just the double O's that have to be out there doing these tests. Why do we have to do it? Shut up, says Alice. It doesn't matter why. Just do it. You gotta learn to follow orders, kid. I've never been very good at following orders. Then it makes no sense as to how you got so high in this establishment, does it? No, it doesn't, but it wouldn't be a very good film if I was just a regular soldier. Very true. Like that.
You're pulling out the secret improvisational technique there of not yes-anding, but yes-oring.
This is why my improv career didn't go very far.
Not your thing. What if it was this?
Which is impressive when you're arguing with yourself, because it's much easier to yes-and yourself, because they're all your ideas. Anyway, thank you very much, Alice, is what we're saying. And if you want to listen to exciting episodes like What's in Laura's Fridge, then support us on patreon.com/Lexx Education. It's the nicest way to support content made by non-arseholes for non-arseholes.
No, by non-arseholes, for non-arseholes.
Yeah.
Class dismissed.